Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney, and if you're returning, welcome back. Y'all see the title. We are going to get into Star Trek: The Next Generation, Season 2, Episodes 9 and 10. We're moving, baby. We are getting it done, and it is wonderful. I'm enjoying it so much. So very quickly, if you support over on Patreon, thank you guys so much. It is greatly appreciated. And those of you who are watching with military affiliation, thank you so much for your service. And those of you who are watching without it, I love y'all just as much. I truly do. So without further ado, let's get into episode 9. And my friends, I hope that you guys enjoy.
Crew rotation is scheduled, and we will be offloading experiment modules.
My luck is always lousy unless I start the dealers right.
Not y'all playing cards.
There's more to this than just the cards, Data.
Of course. The bets will indicate the relative strength of each hand.
Too rich for me.
No help?
Ah.
Is that what is known as a poker face?
Are you playing or not?
I fold.
I'm oohing and awing, and I don't even know how to play poker.
He bluffed you, Data.
That's the point.
It makes very little sense to bet when you cannot win.
But I did win. I was betting that you wouldn't call.
And just to make it more interesting, the man with the axe takes off.
All right, Dr. Pulaski.
My God.
He looks like he's seen a ghost.
Philippa Lavoie. I'm back in uniform. And if we weren't around all these people, you know what I would like to do?
Bust a chair across my teeth.
After that.
Oh, wow. So it's like that.
I am in charge of the 23rd Sector JAG office. And hopefully we can make some good law out here. When I prosecuted you in the Stargazer court-martial, I was doing my job.
Ooh.
A court-martial is standard procedure when a ship is lost. I was doing my duty as an officer of the Judge Advocate General.
Now I understand what she said about the chair.
Well, I hope that you've learned a little wisdom along the way.
Ooh. This interaction is intense.
It brings a sense of order and stability to my universe to know that you're still a pompous ass.
Dang, lady.
And a damn sexy man.
Ooh.
Admiral.
Captain Lavoie, you're acquainted with Captain Picard?
Oh, yes. We're old friends.
If you want to call it that.
Picard, call me. You can buy me dinner.
A lady that knows what she wants.
May I present Commander Bruce Maddox?
Commander?
As you know, we've had disturbing news from both sides of the
Oh,
zone.
dear. What's that about?
For 500 years, every ship that has borne the name of the Enterprise has become a legend.
It's in the name.
Captain, Commander Maddox is here to work on your android. Please take care of it.
Oh. Work on as in what?
The two of you acquainted?
And was the sole member of the committee to oppose my entrance on the grounds that I was not a sentient being.
Oh.
I am going to disassemble Data.
Oh, no. He's up to something.
Ever since I first saw Data at the entrance evaluation at the Starfleet Academy, I've wanted to understand it.
Him, not it.
But as a first step, I must disassemble and study it.
Him.
Data is going to be my guide.
Data, do you want to do that?
It sounds intriguing. Have you determined how the electron resistance across the neural filaments is to be resolved?
Not precisely.
Oh, well then it's a no. We're not doing it.
But if the answer is not forthcoming, your model will not function.
You seem a little vague on the specifics.
Yeah, and this is why I don't trust you.
I believe his basic research lacks the specifics necessary to support an experiment of this magnitude.
I agree. This is too risky.
I cannot allow Commander Data to submit himself to this experiment.
Here are Starfleet's transfer orders, separating Commander Data from the Enterprise and reassigning it. Data, I will see you in my office tomorrow at 0900 hours.
Oh, he's lost his mind. And Starfleet has lost their marbles too. And just the way he talks about Data, like... Ooh, okay. All right. Y'all know I don't play about my Data.
Your service to this ship has been exemplary. I don't want to lose you.
Right. None of us do.
I will not submit to the procedure, sir.
That's going to cause issues with Starfleet.
But I have to consider Starfleet's interests. What if Commander Maddox is correct?
What if he's not? Where's Mr. Spock with the statistics?
Lieutenant LaForge's eyes are far superior to human biological eyes, true?
Ooh, send him along.
Then why are not all human officers required to have their eyes replaced with cybernetic implants?
I see what he's saying. That is a very fair point.
I see. It is precisely because I am not human
That will be all, Mr. Data.
Data, you proved your point, in my opinion.
Pull all relevant information with regard to Starfleet regulations of the transfer of officers.
He's gonna find a loophole, I hope.
I have been trying to make sense of this gobbledygook, but it's beyond me.
He can refuse to undergo the procedure, but we can't stop the transfer.
Once this Maddox has got control of Data, anything could happen.
And we can already tell he doesn't like him.
He has rights.
All this passion over a machine?
Girl, listen, we don't need a Dr. Pulaski 2.0.
Is there an option?
There is always an option. He can resign.
And then reapply?
So you came to me for help.
You're the JAG officer for this sector.
I'm glad you felt you could, well, come to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is he packing his little bag? Oh. All of his medals and pins. Oh. Oh, I already know that this episode is going to aggravate my whole spirit. Why are you in here? You have no business going through his things.
When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state.
Is it not customary to request permission before entering an individual's quarters?
Thank you.
Your memories and knowledge will remain intact.
You don't seem to know that.
Take games of chance. When I finally played poker, I discovered that the reality bore little resemblance to the rules. I do not believe you have acquired the expertise necessary to preserve the essence of those experiences.
And there you have it.
I had rather we had done this together. But one way or the other, we are doing it.
I have resigned from Starfleet.
Resign? You can't resign.
Yes, he can.
If by your experiments I am destroyed, something unique, something wonderful will be lost.
There you go. Stand up for yourself.
But keep packing, because one way or the other, you will be reporting.
No, he's not. Because, and I already forgot homegirl's name, she is on the case.
Your response is emotional and irrational.
Irrational?
You are endowing Data with human characteristics because it looks human.
Overt sentimentality is not one of Captain Picard's failings. Trust me, I know.
Let's stay on task, ma'am.
Consider every ship in Starfleet with the Data on board.
Okay, in theory, that's a good idea. But it's too risky to Data.
You cannot simply seize people and experiment with them to prove your pet theories.
Thank you.
Starfleet does not have to allow the resignation.
Commander, who do you think you're working for?
Right, exactly.
Would you permit the computer of the Enterprise to refuse a refit?
That's an interesting point.
Ma'am.
But the Enterprise computer is property. Is Data?
Of course.
I hope you will use the same zeal that you did in the Stargazer court-martial.
Oh, you have tempted her. She is going to do it. Aw, goodbye gifts.
You're supposed to rip the wrapping off.
The paper can be utilized again.
That is not how I open a gift. I am ripping into that thing.
That one I'd like. Excuse me,
Aw, Geordi's losing his best friend.
please. Is something wrong?
Of course there is. You're going away. I just don't like you being forced out. It's not fair.
Life is rarely fair.
Huh? Yeah?
I shall miss you, Geordi.
Me too. Take care of yourself, Data.
I refuse to accept it.
I have completed my research.
It better be good.
Data is the property of Starfleet. He cannot resign and he cannot refuse to cooperate with Commander Maddox.
There has to be a way to get him out of here.
Then I so challenge. Convene your hearing.
Captain, that would be exceedingly difficult.
Oh well.
I can use serving officers as legal counsel. You, as the senior officer, would defend.
Make it so.
The unenviable task of prosecuting this case would fall on you, Commander, as the next most senior officer of the defendant's ship.
I not only respect him, I consider him my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You just want me to prove that Data is a mere machine. I can't do that because I don't believe it.
You need to find someone else.
Then I will rule summarily based on my findings. Data is a toaster.
Did she just... No, hold on.
If I find for 1 minute that you are not doing your best, I will end this then and there.
That toaster comment is going to get you slapped. Actually, pick up a chair.
Captain Lavoie has issued a ruling. You are the property of Starfleet Command. She may be overly attached to the letter of the law, but I suspect that she still understands its spirit.
For her sake, I hope so.
I have complete confidence in your ability to represent my interests.
Wait till he finds out who's going to be the prosecutor. What? What'd you find? Uh-oh. It looked like the off switch, but I could be wrong.
Verified. Lieutenant Commander Data. Starfleet Command Decoration for Valor and
Your Honor, we'll stipulate to all of this. I want this read.
Valor and Gallantry. Medal of Honor with clusters. Legion of Honor. The Star Cross.
See, it wasn't that long.
Commander, what are you?
An android.
Who built you, Commander?
Dr. Noonien Sung.
What was he?
A scientist.
Human?
Okay, well, that's what they were looking for.
My total linear computational speed has been rated at 60 trillion operations per second.
Ooh.
Prosecution's Exhibit A, a rod of par steel, tensile strength 40 kilobars.
He's gonna have him demonstrate his strength.
There are many life forms possessed with mega strength.
Proceed with your demonstration, Commander.
Oh, I would have agreed with that.
I request to be allowed to remove the commander's hand for your inspection.
Objection.
I think Riker has something up his sleeve.
I'm sorry. And now a man will shut it off.
Oh, wow.
Pinocchio is broken. Its strings have been cut.
He did not want to do that.
I request a recess.
Granted.
Riker's presentation was devastating.
Yeah.
You're worried about what's going to happen to him.
I mean, that's the biggest concern, really.
Maddox could get lucky and create a whole army of Datas, all very valuable. And now he's about to be ruled the property of Starfleet. That should increase his value. You don't have to think about their welfare. You don't think about how they feel.
I see what she's saying.
He's talking about slavery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a little harsh. I think that's the truth.
Yep. All right. Always go to her for some wisdom.
Why do you pack them? What logical purpose do they serve?
I suppose none. I just wanted them. A gift from you, sir. It is a reminder of friendship and service.
Yeah, would a machine think this way? Maybe I should have said a mindless machine.
You have no other portraits of your fellow crew members. Why this person?
I would prefer not to answer that question, sir. I gave my word.
Oh, is he about to say what I think he's about to say?
She was special to me, sir. We were intimate.
I mean, that's very much a human thing. A human occurrence.
I call to the stand Commander Bruce Maddox as a hostile witness.
Maddox, Bruce, Commander, major papers.
Yes. Suffice it to say he's an expert. Commander. What is required for sentience?
Good question.
Intelligence, self-awareness, consciousness.
So I'm sentient, but Commander Data is not.
That's right.
So what's the difference?
Is Commander Data intelligent?
Yes.
Why am I self-aware?
Because you are conscious of your existence and actions.
So is Data.
I'm taking part in a legal hearing to determine my rights and status.
And what's at stake?
My right to choose. Perhaps my very life.
Well, it seems reasonably self-aware to me, Commander.
Yes. Dude, just let it go.
Do you like Commander Data?
No, he does not.
I don't know it well enough to like or dislike it.
And now you propose to dismantle him.
So that I can learn from it and construct more.
Isn't that becoming a race?
You see, he's met 2 of your 3 criteria for sentience, so what if he meets the 3rd? What is he then? I don't know. Do you?
Do you?
She's like, oh, well, he's doing a great job.
It could significantly redefine the boundaries of personal liberty and freedom, expanding them for some, savagely curtailing them for others.
The writer or writers for this episode did a really good job.
Your Honor, Starfleet was founded to seek out new life. Well, there it sits.
Yeah, literally.
You wanted a chance to make law. Well, here it is. Make it a good one.
All right, it's in your hands, Your Honor.
It sits there looking at me, and I don't know what it is. But I've got to make a ruling to try to speak to the future.
And I hope you make the right one.
Is he the property of Starfleet? No. It is the ruling of this court that Lieutenant Commander Data has the freedom to choose.
Thank you. All right, Maddox, go cry in a corner if you need to. But that's exactly what I wanted to happen.
I formally refuse to undergo your procedure.
I will cancel that transfer order.
Oh, at least he wasn't too difficult.
Continue your work. When you are ready, I will still be here. I find some of what you propose Intriguing.
See, y'all might get along one day.
He's remarkable.
You didn't call him it?
Mm-hmm. See, people can change.
You see? Sometimes it does work.
Dinner.
You buying?
Well, that was sweet of him.
There was a celebration on the holodeck.
I have no right to be there.
Yeah, he's disgusted with himself.
That had you refused to prosecute, Captain Lavoie would have ruled summarily against me.
So, technically, in a way, you helped out.
I will not forget it.
Now, let's go party.
But with your help, I am learning.
See, no hard feelings. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And I will be the first to admit, yes, I was giving Maddox a hard time because he came across as very kind of cocky and very set in his ways. And y'all saw I was not happy when he kept on calling Data it, and how he was one of the people that was against Data joining Starfleet. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, how can I not dislike you? But in the end there, it showed that yes, people can change. It's unfortunate that we had to go through this whole entire process, but I'm glad that we did. There's just so much to unwrap here, so we're just gonna go bit by bit. Philippa, when she was introduced, I was just kind of like, great, another Dr. Pulaski. But you can tell that her relationship with Captain Picard, they kind of, I don't know, the banter between them was more bearable than the banter with him and Dr. Pulaski for myself personally. And obviously I'm very happy that at the end there, you know, with Captain Picard's final words, she was able to say, you know what, he isn't property of Starfleet. You know, if these are your criteria of what is a sentient being, and he has already said all this stuff, and I could understand, especially with the whole Tasha situation. He was like, you know, I promise not to say anything, but yeah, we did the horizontal mambo, and I mean, come on, stop and think about it. He even said in that episode that he functions correctly in order to get the job done. If that's not, yes, he's a machine, but if that's not a human quality, honey, I don't know what is, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, look, if you can work it, let me stop. Let's not get too much detail, but y'all get what I am saying. And the scene with Whoopi Goldberg and them talking about, you know, slavery, and if there's multiple, you know, Datas running around, you know, that we have the one Data. Yes, we had Lore, who we know what happened to Lore, honey. But if we have multiple Datas, then we're creating a whole new race. And what's their function? Just to be machines and just serve it? Like, what are we really doing here, people? Again, going back to the writer or writers, I'm sure, of course, when I edit, I'll see who actually did this episode. But kudos to them. This was well written. I quite enjoyed it. And poor Riker, they put him in a situation, honey, in a position that I wouldn't even want to be in. But I do love, of course, again, we know Data's a machine, but the maturity of seeing it from a different perspective. Like, yeah, if you hadn't done this, I would have been out of here. So, and again, I don't blame Riker for feeling sad and feeling like he shouldn't be a part of the celebration. But at the end of the day, Riker, he had a task and he did his task. But fortunately, we were able to keep Data, because when I sit here and tell y'all, I was like, I know y'all aren't about to do this to me. I know you're not. That's just ridiculous. Please don't get rid of him. I might just need to say, y'all, I'm done watching The Next Generation. They got rid of my buddy. I know, no, I can't. How do I go on without Mr. Data? No idea. So that's how I was feeling throughout this entire episode. And Again, this touched on so many things that I very much enjoyed. So without further ado, we're going to hop into episode 10 and we're going to see what that one has in store for me. I am excited and I hope that you guys enjoy.
Sir, we are approaching Claudia 3.
Take us to impulse power.
Hi, sir.
Ooh, who are you? You're pretty. You're a new one.
Now that we're out of warp, I'd like to use this time to make some routine adjustments on the deuterium control conduit.
Proceed, Lieutenant LaForge. Standard orbit, Ensign.
Oh, and something's gonna happen.
Wes, I'm gonna need an SCM Model 3 from ship stores. Can you handle that? Right away? All right.
Okay, we got Wesley down in engineering.
This is Captain Picard of the USS Enterprise.
I am Anya. Have you come?
Nope, too much interference, baby.
I am Anya. Have you come for Celia of Dalit 4? What species are you?
Human.
Excellent. Bring us aboard.
How many of y'all is it? Okay, it's just two of them.
Those must be the matter energy conversion controls. May I take a look?
Yes, of course.
That's a nice color she's wearing.
I could arrange for a tour of the ship if you'd like.
Oh, I'd love that.
No, that will not be necessary.
Ooh, yeah, she is in control of the situation. Oh, this is about to be one of those episodes.
That's a superconducting magnet, isn't it?
How did you know that?
Steady. For the last 16 years, it's all I could.
Please, Celia.
Wesley's in love.
Commander, who is she?
I think she's a governess.
No, the girl.
Oh, I don't know if she'll have time for you, Wes. She's destined to rule an entire world.
And I plan to rule alongside her. See, look at him fluffing himself up.
Her parents were from opposite sides in a civil war which has lasted for centuries. A Federation ship brought her and her governess to Claudia 3 so that she could be raised in a neutral environment.
Makes sense.
Ensign Crusher, report. Are you all right?
Jordy? Yeah, I'm fine. I just...
Wes, we're waiting for that magnet.
Oh, wow, he never delivered it. Oh, poor baby.
Their emotions do not fit who they are and what they're doing. It's more like they're not what they say they are.
Tell me, Captain, who was the young man I met before?
Ensign Wesley Crusher.
Thank you for checking on us, Captain.
Yeah, that governess is hovering like a helicopter.
What puzzles me, Captain, is how she is expected to bring peace to Dalit 4. Dalit 4 rotates only once per revolution. One side is constantly dark, and the other side constantly light.
Oh.
The two hemispheres have developed disparate cultures, which is a major cause of most wars.
Interesting.
This child is supposed to bring them together.
Good luck to her.
Do not be fooled by her looks. The body is just a shell.
Maybe that's also what Counselor Troy's feeling too. Like something's different. Wait, who is that? Is that the governess? Is Celia older than what she looks like? Are they shapeshifters?
Nobody's even asked me if this is something I want. It is your duty. You are the last and only chance.
I did not see this one coming. Oh my gosh. So can Celia do that? I'm guessing no, for now.
Wesley, you haven't found that defocused area yet?
I'm looking.
Wesley?
Wesley!
What? Sorry, I've got my mind on something.
Yeah, Miss Lady.
It's this girl they beamed up, Jordy. She's perfect.
Now I understand why you can't concentrate.
Mm-hmm. His first puppy love. Trust me, we've all been there, done that.
Warning. Resonant field applied.
What is it? What happened?
Nothing. I had it on the wrong setting.
Oh, dear.
Suppose it had to happen to you. It usually does at about this age. Glands erupting with hormones.
Yep.
Happens to all of us.
The puberty.
Come on down. You're no use around here for now.
Nope. Thank you, Jordy.
Talk to her. Use the ladder.
Use the ladder. Don't leap. See, look at him.
How should I approach her?
Just say, hi, I'm Wesley Crusher. I'd like to talk to you. And then what?
Yeah, like, I'd like to get to know you better.
I don't have time for this. You're gonna have to ask somebody else.
Ask Riker.
That is how the Klingon lures a mate.
Oh, please, Wesley, don't do that. Why would he go to Lieutenant Worf?
And they hurl heavy objects and claw at you.
Oh my gosh.
He reads love poetry.
Well, things are being thrown at you?
He ducks a lot.
Or I think I need to try something a little less
aggressive, violent.
Beg like a human.
Not beg. We don't beg.
Of course, there could be a difference in the histocompatibility complex of the cell membrane, but...
Data, I want to meet her, not dissect her.
Yeah. Go to Riker. Why hasn't he gone to Riker? Oh, don't ask Captain Picard.
We've invited Anya to take a tour of the ship. Maybe you would like to join her.
Very much. Why can't I?
You two are just confusing me.
You must remain here where it is safe. Do an old woman a favor and obey me for the rest of this trip.
An old woman? Is that what you really are?
Old woman, and I am a leader.
Oh, see? This is not adding up.
You are a leader. And I am older than you could ever imagine.
Is the real Celia dead? Did she die with her parents? And she's just like a decoy or something? Or a cover-up?
You are the most beautiful woman in the galaxy.
She and I made the same face.
But that might not work. You don't know how long I've wanted to tell you that.
But you're afraid.
Yes.
Of me?
Of us, of what we might become.
This is great.
There's nothing wrong with the line. It's like a knock at the door.
Then you're inviting me in.
I'm not sending you away.
Oh dear. Keep it PG.
I dream of a galaxy where your eyes are the stars.
Poor Wesley.
And the universe worships the night.
Putting me on a pedestal so high you may not be able to reach me.
Oh, I need to use that one day.
I don't think this is my style.
Shut up, kid.
I'm enjoying this. Wesley, yep, leave. They're having a moment.
What is that? What are you doing?
Just performing some routine adjustments.
Wait a second. Oh, she's bold. Now, Worf, you could have stopped her. You're head of security.
It's not a malfunction. It's simply that a minute defocused area is developed. Look, I really have to get this finished.
Yeah, he's on a time crunch.
Please come with me.
Worf, you should have stopped her before she even got on the little elevator. The lift.
I will be back to check your progress.
You will mind your business. Oh, the audacity.
Is there a problem?
No. Could you show me how to work the food dispenser?
Sure.
Yeah, what kind of food do you like to eat? That might be a clue.
What do you like?
I'd like something sweet.
Oh dear, are you allowed to have sweets?
Computer. Alien chocolate mousse.
Can you imagine if we each had one of those in our house? We wouldn't have to go anywhere. Save a lot on gas money.
It's a wonderful sensation.
It didn't come with a spoon?
On Thalos 7, they aged the beans 400 years.
Oh, it must be fun to visit a planet like that. The only world I've known is Clavdia 3.
It's about time we changed that.
The holodeck?
What's wrong with him?
Andronesian encephalitis.
I cannot rely on your primitive technologies. Kill the patient.
Oh, she has lost her mind. Get her out of here.
Destroy the patient. Immediately.
You have no authority.
You won't take action, then I will.
Phasers. On stun. Worf, do something. Oh my. Ooh, y'all showed up faster than the original series people.
Wolf!
What is she? Keep her away. She wants to kill Hennessy.
Hennessy. All right now.
Your powers are infinitesimal compared to mine.
So what would happen if we put her in the brig?
You will remain in your quarters and in your present form for the rest of this voyage. Is that clear?
Okay. Never mind.
Very.
Keep her under guard.
Aye, sir.
Constant guard.
A lasomorph, which is supposed to possess the power to alter their molecular structure.
So basically, yeah, a shapeshifter.
What if Anya transforms?
Yeah, then what? Improvise.
Can a place so remarkable truly exist?
This is a great time to be alive.
For you.
For both of us.
That's very telling.
Someday, you'll visit Russo 5. And many other places. All more spectacular.
Yeah, you say that, but you don't know all her situation.
In a moment, the harmonic resonance will become synchronous.
It's so beautiful.
That's really cool. Yeah, you would have to change the scenery for me. I would forget we were in the holodeck.
You are the protector of this ship, are you not? You must understand my duties as well. If you confine me to this cell, I cannot protect Salia.
Don't be manipulative.
A true protector cannot have two charges. Your responsibility is to the ship.
What are you so concerned about?
You know I'm stronger than you. You underestimated me in your sickbay. That is usually fatal.
They picked a good actress for this.
Whatever kind of life form Anya is, emotionally, she's Celia's mother.
The most dangerous animal is a mother protecting her young.
I know that's right.
Salia is gone. Where is she?
You won't find a better dish of chocolate anywhere.
And look, it comes with a spoon this time.
When I was on Clavdia 3, all I could think about was leaving that isolation.
Is that what awaits you on Dauphin 4? Isolation?
Yes.
That's just sad.
I thought you were going there to reunite two warring parties.
That's the story we've been told.
How will you stop the fighting?
I'm not certain. In many ways, I'll have even less freedom than I did on Clavdia 3.
And yet you're supposed to unite people. Yeah, that doesn't add up.
You could stay.
On the Enterprise?
Why not?
I get what he's doing. You know, he's still a child.
Because I can't.
Just because a girl runs out doesn't mean she doesn't wish you to follow.
Oh, thank you. Finally, someone who gets it. Like, oh my gosh, chase me for once. Dang.
Salia! Stay away from me!
See, she slowed down.
I can't have this life. I want it more than anything, but I can't have it.
Oh, no.
Leave her alone.
Ensign, step away from her.
He's just a young boy in love.
Energy depletion level 0. You now have warp engines available.
All right. Let's book it.
The woman, Anya, she is an elasomorph.
A shapeshifter?
He's worried about your safety.
You want me to stay away from Salia?
Yes, I do. For the good of the ship and the safety of everyone on board.
What'll it be, young man?
I will do as you ask.
I want to believe him. I really do.
Whether or not I see Wesley is for me to decide.
It is not.
Maybe what you want doesn't matter anymore.
All right now.
I know it's difficult for you, but you must do what you're destined to do.
In isolation.
Clavdia 3 and Dauphin 4 have almost identical atmospheres.
Magnify.
That doesn't really surprise me. Yeah?
Does Anya know you're here?
That doesn't matter.
I thought Anya would have kept you with her.
Wesley, I think you're in danger.
Anya thought you would corrupt me.
With my wild way of life?
Just your different ideals.
With the normal things people do when they like each other.
Oh, his first kiss. Aww. Oh boy. I figured. I had a feeling. That wasn't her true form.
You should not have disobeyed me.
I had to.
I warned you to leave her alone.
Security is taking its sweet time getting here.
We have sealed her quarters with a force field.
Finally, something more effective.
We have arrived.
Celia will be with you in just a moment.
You're not going?
No.
Why not?
My duties have been completed.
You've raised me well, and I thank you for that.
So now does she have more freedom?
I only wanted to frighten him. The third moon is within range of this ship's transporter. I shall go there. It was my home before we went away.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
I'm going to miss you.
So wait a second. Did she frighten Wesley just so that she could transform and show that she can fight and be protective of what she believes in? I don't know. Is that what happened just now?
You will be happy to see me leave.
Very much.
No.
Oh, never mind.
You are a worthy opponent.
Thank you.
That's right, because he's Klingon.
Perhaps we shall fight again. On the same side?
It would be an honor.
All right, lady. I guess I can forgive you.
Wesley, I have to go now.
Was it fun?
Ooh, playing with his emotions?
Playing humanoid. Was it fun?
Right now, this minute, this is what I am.
What are you really?
Does it matter?
Honesty is good. It's important.
Our natural state is one unlike anything you can imagine.
That's why you wanted to know what species we are.
I just caught that. They did ask that before they beamed up.
I loved you.
I love you too.
Y'all will find other people.
I have the same feelings, the same emotions as you. You must believe me.
Please go.
You have to understand, this is a huge shock for him. It'll be okay, Wesley. We all remember our first heartbreak.
Wait.
Ah, well, here we go.
A taste to remember me by.
I'm glad you came to say goodbye. Thank you for everything.
This is wholesome.
I want you to leave now. I cannot arrive at my planet in this form, and I want you to remember me as I am now.
Her reasoning is understandable. So do we finally get to see what you really look like? Oh! All right now. Gorgeous.
Energize.
I was expecting something hideous. I really was. Aw, look at him with his glass of water, going through it.
Seeing her on the transporter pad, it was like seeing pure light. I feel empty.
Been there, done that?
But there'll come a time when all you remember is the love.
She's right.
I'm never gonna feel this way about anyone else. There'll be others.
Oh yeah, there will be.
But every time you feel love, it'll be different.
There you go. Talk about it. So something to look forward to. I love these little therapy sessions that we get. Is it just me, or are we still making the same little mistakes we were making with the original series? Like, we're just gonna have people on board the Enterprise and we don't really have that much info about them. What could go wrong? I'm just saying. But, you know, I will say I enjoy the therapy sessions that we get with, I believe I'm going to be pronouncing her name correctly, Guinan. I think I said that correctly this time. I just really like when we have those moments with her. And, okay, so this episode explored young love and among other themes. But you could tell that this one, there's certain things about this episode that made me, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the episode, but it made me go, our crew is way too seasoned for them to not realize what's happening. I understand that they wanted the exact name of the type of species that Anya is, but I'm like, am I crazy? I keep saying she's a shapeshifter. Am I wrong? So, yes, she is, but I'm just like, y'all didn't... I know that Lieutenant Worf and Dr. Pulaski, I know y'all saw what I saw. Okay, like, what do you mean you're confused? That threw me for a loop there. And again, going back to the fact that they didn't know much about these two, and even what was said about them, it didn't add up 110%, because... Okay, you know what? Because originally I was going to say that these two episodes are a tie, episodes 9 and 10. But the more I critically think, because I'm just like, hold on. You're her protector, and you're so concerned about the people on the Enterprise, and you're taking her back to a planet where the two sides have been at war this whole time, and you're just gonna leave her? And she doesn't know what she's doing? Does that add up to y'all? Am I crazy? It doesn't really add up. Because the more I sit here and think about the plot, I'm just kind of like, you know what? I see what they were trying to do, but part of me is kind of like, why couldn't we have had this moment of kumbaya with Anya and Lieutenant Worf? That, I will say, that was nice, you know, like they had this mutual understanding with each other there at the end. I'm not mad at that. But again, why couldn't she go with her? I mean, do I need to rewatch this one? So I think I missed something. I really do, unless I didn't. And it's just in the writing, and it's just a little bit confusing. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't. Other than those little plot points that have made me kind of like, I don't know. I will say that one thing I did enjoy, I enjoyed different things about this one, but one thing I did enjoy was her showing Wesley her true form, which gorgeous, beautiful. I very much, we're going to ignore that. I very much enjoyed seeing that. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think Wesley would have had an issue seeing her in her humanoid form and the light form. Like, she could have probably just been honest with him out the gate, because you saw he was mesmerized. So, I mean, technically, it would have been fine. And then Yeah, because when she transformed into that beast, yeah, he was like, I'm out. Goodbye. This is not what I wanted. But I do commend him for, you know, going to the transporter room and offering her the chocolate and, you know, a peace offering. Like, okay, yeah. Like, it was cute. This had moments in it that were very cute. And now, again, I don't know if I'm reading into it correctly. I'm going to just reiterate what I said there about Anya and how she was like, I wasn't really going to hurt him. Again, was that her way of, you know, making sure that Celia could handle herself? But again, y'all have been gone for so long. So again, it still just doesn't add up to me personally, like why she would just leave homegirl. And these people don't know her like that, but she's supposed to bring everybody together. And you're going to go to your, to the moon, one of the moons, whichever moon it was, because that's where you were from before. But, I mean, I'm assuming the planet has a transporter so that they could, like, probably bring her just in case she needs assistance. But interesting episode. But the more I think about the plot, I'm just kind of like, okay, all right. I'm sure, of course, when I edit, I'll probably be like, oh, okay. But I don't know. I was paying attention. But we'll see. All right, YouTube family, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please hit the notification bell so that you guys know whenever I upload. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.